That's what we want to be for Redesigning Health and Home family. We want to be your cheerleaders. So if there's anything you need a pat on the back for, make a comment or shoot us an email, and
Yep.
might take us a while to get back to you, but we will get back to you with a little raha.
Yeah, we're your girls. We're your cheerleader friends over here.
Yeah. Welcome to Redesigning Health and Home. I'm Meg.
And I'm Kerri. We love creating beautiful, functional spaces and living healthy, vibrant lives. So join us as we chat about simple, practical ways to take care of your body, mind, and your home. Whether it's fitness tips, home decor ideas, recipe, or navigating those big life moments, we're here to share what works for us and what doesn't, with some encouragement along the way.
Let's redesign this life together, one step, one room, and one habit at a time.
Hello and happy Friday from Redesigning Health and Home. My name is Kerri, and I'm here with my good friend and lovely co-host Meg, who lives all the way in Washington. And I have to say, Meg, I have to ask you, how are things in Washington? Because in Illinois, it's stinking hot and humid. How's it over there?
Stinking hot and humid. Well, it is hot and dry. Total opposite. But we are what is it called? The high desert, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong.
You sold me. I was like, yeah, high
knock,
desert.
Knock, where are our husbands, right? Yeah. To say ding, yes, or no.
Exactly. What is new and exciting with you?
New and exciting. Well, Redesigning Health and Home is so exciting all the time. I think on one of the previous episodes, we were talking that we were working hard on Redesigning Health and Home, getting us on a few different platforms and venues. And we are we are on Amazon Music, and we are on, I know, Shimmy Shake, iHeartRadio. So it was so fun. My husband took the cutest video because we asked I don't want to say her name too loud, Alexa, to play Redesigning Health and Home. Mm-hmm. And she did.
Oh my gosh. I saw that video. I got all choked up.
I know.
And I want to thank you for all your hard work doing all the technical stuff, because I am not the technical gal. So Meg, you are amazing at all the things that you've figured out, the behind the scenes and getting this all up on all the platforms. So thank you so much.
Well, right back at you, sister. I mean, we're working as a team and you're so creative. So thank you so much. So that is really new with our two new things. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music on Fridays across the board.
Wow. That's 4 platforms. That's awesome. 4 platforms.
Amazing.
And I know you've been working, Meg, also on trying to get us up and running on YouTube.
Yes, that's been a little bit of a slower process because we are audio. So we're figuring out, I know we record together on video. So we need to get a few more clips of our fantastic self.
Right. We're moving out of our comfort of audio into video, whether it's comfortable or not.
Well, you know what they say, be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's so true. And if you can, there's nothing you can't do.
Right. You just gave me that cheerleader. That's what we want to be for Redesigning Health and Home family. We want to be your cheerleaders. So if there's anything you need a pat on the back for, make a comment or shoot us an email, and it might take us a while to get back to you, but we will get back to you with a little raha.
Yeah, we're your girls. We're your cheerleader friends over here.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, we had such a great episode with our joyful rituals. That was so fun. What did we have, like 5 or 6 submissions last time? And since then, we actually have got some more submissions that we are excited to share. So we're calling this Joyful Rituals episode 2 because we had some really fun submissions from some listeners and we can't wait to share them.
They wanted to jump right on, which was so exciting to us here. And also, we got a couple cute comments about that episode. I had listener Molly send a text. I sent it to you and she just said, due to Teresa's wonderful submission. She said, I'm going out for a walk right now with no headphones, and I'm going to take my sunglasses out to get that little bit of sunshine. So it was just cute. We got a few nice comments about that episode. I think people enjoyed it, and we're ready to jump into round 2.
Well, I was going to tell you a comment because I didn't get a chance to tell you about this.
Oh,
But my sister Deb commented on Melissa's submission saying, I want to be Melissa. I want to be her. I love what she was talking about confidence. And so then I shared that with Melissa and she said, oh, you just made my day. And I mean, right? Like women supporting women. Heck yeah, we're here for
heck
it.
yeah. Well, and Barbara even commented right on our podcast. That was amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. And I have to tell you, my sweet, 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 wonderful instructor friend, Angie, she's on my list today. She actually sent me a submission, and my apologies. So she's on my list ready to go because I need to share her awesome. You should hear this. This is just so amazing.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, and my friend Sue, who was on one of our podcasts, she discussed CrossFit. She was traveling and she sent me her submission, but I got it kind of a little bit too late for our recording. So I'm going to share hers today too. So
Yay.
we have some great listeners to share their submissions today. So I think you actually might have a couple more than I do. So do you want to start?
I will start, and I will say, listeners, if you would like to take us reading these wonderful submissions out on a walk or go for a treadmill or do some chores, why don't you push pause, get those shoes on, get that sip of water, and then when you are ready to go, push play, because we're going to settle in and just enjoy hearing from our wonderful, wonderful Redesigning Health and Home family. So yes, I will go first. The first one is from Sweet, Sweet Angie. Angie writes, 1, every morning I drink fresh organic celery juice, which I make myself, and the process is therapeutic in its own way. This ritual for me started 6 years ago. I've always been an intuitive listener with my body's voice and needs, even as a young child, which my mom enjoys reminiscing about the fact that I wasn't a typical child in that light and have been one to experiment good health regimens throughout my years. This one, compared to the others experiments such as intermittent fasting, no sugar, gluten-free, etc., has been the most impactful for me personally. The celery juice first thing in the morning on an empty stomach has an extensive list of health benefits, all of which I have felt and happily welcomed into my day-to-day living. It allows me to be in my body fully, more so than any other health regimen, honoring and caring for my vessel through life. 2, another daily ritual is I dance. Moving my body in the way of dance has been a strong passion of mine forever and a day. I simply can't imagine a day of my life without dance. Dance has always been there as a trusty companion and has had such a positive impact physically, emotionally, spiritually, and creatively. Dance is a passion of mine that is so deeply rooted into my foundation and existence as a human. 3, speaking of living creatively, my third ritual that I will make a point to have in my life is creative writing. I have also been a writer of poetry, songs, and stories since childhood. I'm a part of a creative writing group now in adulthood and make sure to also leave my poetic surge door open, as I call it. Those surges come to me at the time of choosing, and it's ever so fulfilling. Number 4, drumming. I am part of a weekly drum circle that is so special. A great group of souls coming together to create rhythm together, to relax, and to get grounded. This began for me 25 years ago, and luckily, the beat continues. Then she says in parentheses, I could go on and on, baking, reading, sipping tea, a daily must, taking myself on quote unquote dates because I'm a firm believer that spending time solo is essential to gather yourself, making jewelry, gardening, etc. But I think I at least covered a few of my basic living staples. Thank you, Angie.
Oh my gosh, Angie, I am wowed at how creative she is. First of all, it just comes right through her words and all the ways that she's talking about her rituals. And I would also love if she would share her celery juice, her organic celery juice recipe. Maybe we could share it in the show notes as well. But that's incredible. The drumming, you caught me off guard there. I did not see that coming.
Well, I tell you, Angie is one of the first people I met in Spokane because I
Oh,
was kind of shadowing over at the Y when I was getting started. And right away after I took one of her classes, I told the manager over there and I said, this woman is special. I think it was Valentine's Day one day, and she baked, I think she said 200 cookies and had them all individually wrapped for each one of her participants on that day.
wow.
And she also has seasonal craft fairs on her property at her house. And she has different vendors come and they sell
So she
jewelry.
hosts it. She
She
hosts.
hosts it. Well, she sells the jewelry she makes and other things she has, but it's a market. I think she calls it the spring market, the fall market. It's the
Right.
vendor fair right on her huge property. And she'll have different people. The one gal made these cookies. So I bought some cookies for the kids. And then one woman had this amazing soap. And she does it all. I just don't, she's just amazing.
So what is in that celery juice, Angie, that's got you so much energy, right? Obviously she takes great care of her body. I'm only
Yes.
kidding, but wow, good for her. That, and it makes me think she's getting every bit of joy out of her life that she possibly can from the sound of it. And I don't even know Angie, but you sound like a delight, Angie. I would love to meet you someday.
Yes, she's not only squeezing celery juice, she's squeezing every ounce of joy that she can into her
Yeah.
day. So
Yes. Oh
awesome.
my God.
Now,
Wow.
on that note, what's your
Yes. So my first submission is from my dear friend Laura. And so a little history about Laura. So Laura's son Jack and our daughter Jessica danced at Salt Creek Ballet together for a decade, I believe. And when we moved to Rochester, we kind of fell out of touch with them, and then we moved back, and we don't live terribly far from them. And so we've reconnected and been able to hang out some. And when Jessica's graduation party came, Laura was such a big help, helping to pick up the cupcakes and blow up the balloons and all the things. So they've just been a wonderful friend couple to have. And so this is what Laura writes. Oh, and Laura just retired, like
wow.
I think just after Christmas. So she's got
Okay.
this new lifestyle going on. She says, in addition to daily coffee, here goes. My husband Keith and I go to Planet Fitness almost every day. I was very athletic in my younger years, but had gotten away from it with the exception of taking a daily walk outside. Being completely honest, I can't say working out is joyful for me, but I am extremely grateful that we are able to do so. And it does bring me joy after the workout to know that we are doing something so good for ourselves. Number 2, I still continue a daily walk outside, even during the very hot and very cold days. We live out in the country, and I love being outdoors, appreciating the changing seasons and the farmers who are always hard at work around us. Many days there is just silence, which is also a gift. My dog is 13 and a half years old and still acts like a puppy on these walks, which brings me additional joy to see how happy he is. Number 3, each week, I look forward to speaking with our son, Jack, who lives out of state. No matter where we are or where he is, we make time to connect directly and get caught up. We're generally on the phone for hours. That is a joyful ritual. And they really mean that, like hours of catching up. Number 4, every day I'm sure to express my gratitude out loud. I'm so grateful for another beautiful day on this beautiful earth. I'm grateful for my family, friends, health, home, and happiness just to mention a few. Laura.
Wow.
Okay.
Laura, she's really finding her way into this new retirement. And wow, she's really dove into the fitness with her husband. That's a nice thing to do together for sure.
Yes. Yes. If you ever walk with Laura, well, first of all, you don't walk with Laura. You look at Laura walk so fast that she's way in front of you. She's a very fast walker.
Laura's walking you.
Yeah, she's walking us and she is zoom way ahead. And so it's hard to keep up with Laura because she's going at a pretty good clip. So
That's so great. Well, thank you so much, Laura. And wow, hours of conversation with your beautiful children.
yes, yes. And so their son is in med school. And
Oh.
so he's got some amazing stories to share for sure. So, yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you. And I have to tell you, listeners, Kerri and I are on video right now, and we're just look like puppy dogs listening to each other, just in awe of your wonderful thoughts and days and ways you find joy. So this is so delightful. I could do this all day, every day.
Yes, isn't that for sure? It really
Yes.
pulls at your heartstrings more.
It really does. It really does. The next one is from Cheryl, and she is just the most delightful person you'd ever meet. I'm so appreciative to know Cheryl. She's just the best. She writes daily. For my first cup of coffee of the day, I sit outside or by a window and just enjoy the view. I give myself permission to let my mind wander. I started doing this a couple years ago because I felt my whole life was just rushing around. Doing this gives me a great start to my day and fills me with gratitude. Daily, I put on an electronic picture frame by the door and I look at it while I'm putting on my shoes. It always makes me feel happy. And regularly, there is a short video I saw once that made my sister laugh. I saved it and now I send it to her regularly when I'm thinking of her. There's something about the repetition of just that one video that feels like a virtual hug.
The inside joke, right? The inside joke that only you and your sister get. I totally get that, and I love that.
Right?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, the virtual hugs are amazing. And just, quick text or sending something that reminds you of that person can be so delightful. Thank you, Cheryl.
Well, this next one is from Debbie. Debbie writes, my joyful rituals. I don't think this is a ritual, but I live by it. I laugh as much as I can every day. A shared joke with a coworker during the workday, a quick text or comment with my husband. I laugh at myself as I trip for the 10th time in a day. A chat with a friend, my kids, or a sister. Laughing brings me joy instantly. For more of an actual ritual, my husband and I start every Saturday and Sunday with a leisurely coffee, and then, at least on one of those days, we head to the gym. I never thought I would enjoy the gym, but I do, and I miss it when I don't get there. Sharing this together has brought my husband and I even closer after almost 30 years of marriage. It has been enlightening for me. Another ritual is I read some kind of trashy fiction every day. It's my brain turn-off time instead of TV.
Love it.
I also meet a friend almost one evening of every week for nachos or whatever that friend and mine's shared vice is that day. It's not the same friend each week. I have a handful of friends that fill my bucket, and I meet with them almost always one-on-one and have a really great visit over some kind of not on the plan delicious food and catch up and laugh some more. I also talk to my sister every day, which is a ritual that calms me and de-stresses me and makes me feel like I can get through anything. Debbie. And the little catch there is that Debbie is my sister.
Oh, yay.
Actually, Debbie was also, I think, our first guest, wasn't she?
Oh, she was curling.
Yes, yeah. Curling.
Awesome.
Yes.
Throwing rocks.
And I think in that episode, she mentioned how she had really fallen out of exercise for a long time when the kids were growing up. And yeah, she started going to the gym. She looks awesome and she's feeling so great. And I'm so proud of her. I know. Isn't that so awesome?
Wow. Well, you know what? It sounds like a lot of our listeners are redesigning that part of their life to grow into that kind of habit, or at least want to move a little bit, maintain the best they can. That's incredible. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, we have one from Erin, and Erin writes, "How fun. I like to start my day with my cup of coffee and the Today Show. Then I take my dog Harley for a long walk, and I usually check in with my mom while we're walking. Always feels so good to get moving and enjoy some sunshine and fresh air. I always look forward to chatting with my kids and friends who are all too far away." Thank you so much, Erin. That just wraps up the emotions of the day, right? You start your day with a good, strong cup of coffee, and then we are getting our little movement and sunshine for our face and body, and then just trying to connect with family and friends. Amazing. Thanks so much, Erin. Erin is just the most delightful, thoughtful, wonderful person to know. And anyone that she, has in her life, they're very lucky to get, how are you doing? What's going on? How did this go? Or even if you're getting your hair cut, how's the hair? She's just very sweet.
Oh, I love that. And I can relate, and I know you can right now too, Meg, to being a ways from family, right? When you're not within driving distance to get there on a weekend, it feels far, right?
Feels
Because
far.
you feel like you miss out on the celebrations. And so that is one thing that's so wonderful about us having text and FaceTime and all those things, is just to be able to connect with those who are far away. So, yeah.
1,000,000%.
So thank you for sharing that, Erin. Well, my last one is from Sue, and Sue was also on our show. She talked about her CrossFit adventure with us on one of the episodes, and Sue shares, "I started CrossFit in my 50th year. It started as a 1-month challenge, and now 8 years later. I get up at 4:45 to get ready and go to the gym for a 5:30 CrossFit. It is my non-negotiable ritual, starting the day moving my body, challenging my body and mind. This sets the foundation for anything that happens during the day. I give myself grace in the gym, do what I can, and challenge my body and mind to push its limits. CrossFit has given me the gift of building resilience like nothing I have ever done." Her second one, coffee. This is a popular theme. Coffee on the weekends. I get up around 6:30, a little sleep in compared to the week. I love, in all caps, I love the smell of brewing coffee. I enjoy the smell, the taste, and the solitude of this weekend ritual. It's a time to reflect on the past week, put it in the rear view mirror, and look forward to the change in routine for the weekend. Sometimes I get crazy and add Irish cream to my coffee. Her last ritual is girls' weekend trip annually. We have a group of lifelong friends and try to get away each year. Sometimes this is close by, like Clear Lake, or further, like Nashville. It started when we turned 50. This time of friendship fills my cup like nothing else. I love being a wife and a mom, but this is the opportunity to be me. We reminisce, cry, laugh, and enjoy conversations. Depending on the location of the trip, that could be the elevation of the annual gathering. Just being grateful for the friendship, and as we are aging, this group has changed due to loss. We do not take that for granted. Susan.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I
So,
bet that's a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
yeah.
Just I
Mhm.
can see no judgment. Everyone's there just as themselves.
Yeah. And
Having,
everybody's gone through all the phases, right? And these are friends from back in school days. So everybody's gone through raising their families and taking care of elderly parents and some loss in there. And so there's a very deep connection within that group.
wow.
Yeah.
Sue's amazing, honestly. Yeah. I really enjoyed her episode that you interviewed her, and just this even just makes me love her even more.
Yes, yes. If you get a chance to go back and listen to the CrossFit episode, she's got a lot of really insightful things to share for sure.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Sue, so much. Okay, Kerri, our next one is from Janet. Janet writes, 1. Daily when I brush my teeth, I take turns balancing on one foot. It helps me feel more stable and steady, and it's good for your core. Number 2, I enjoy every morning doing a few mental games, Wordle, strands, and connections, and sharing results with family and friends. Each day, my prayers include thank yous for all of my blessings. I believe this supports positive attitudes and appreciation. Oh, thank you so much, Janet. It's amazing. That was just delightful and wraps so much into one. And I love how we have so many fun mental games going on with Many's daily rituals. Thank you, Janet. Well, I have one more too, just one more. And I went to high school with Katie. And Katie, okay, I guess I'm just going to cry every single episode. Jeez, it's okay. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Katie, 54, part-time nurse and mama 5. Most of my days are spent running around and coordinating life for our adult son with special needs, and I love it. What small daily rituals help you feel grounded? I am not organized or scheduled. However, I do have a couple routines that help me feel so accomplished as much as I need to or want to, and have helped me to hopefully not forget anything too important. Morning. I am such a coffee lover that I start dreaming of it the night before. I start with scalding hot. My family thinks it's crazy, but it can't be too hot. Dark roast coffee, only in my favorite bright pink Yeti mug that's super cute, and it keeps it the hottest the longest. I only have one cup in the morning before switching to water, so it feels like a real treat. I have a small stack of morning supplies I grab when I sit down with my coffee. Before my attention is pulled in different directions, I spend about half an hour writing. My journal. I've restarted journaling first thing in the morning. I love writing, and in the quiet house with my coffee, I try to write for a short time each day. It can be just a few lines about what's happening in our family life, or longer entries if I have more on my mind. It feels therapeutic to get things out on paper, plus, it'll be a record to look back on for future years. Number 2. Next, I review and update what is listed in my Amy Knapp Spiral Planner. I love these planners. I buy one each fall from Amazon. They are just the right size to meet my needs, and I can glance at a week or a month at a time. I keep it in the same place in our kitchen, so I always know where it is. Important dates, events, and everything I must do for work and family life goes in this planner. Lastly, this might seem redundant, but I also make a daily to-do list on my favorite paper. I am obsessed with cards, stationery, paper, and pens. I love them. The quality block of paper I am using for my to-do lists now is called sugar paper from Target. It is the little things. They don't have to be fancy, but if I find a pen I love, I hang on for dear life. I finalized my to-do list of the day by pulling everything off my planner and out of my head. It makes the day ahead look and feel manageable. I cross off with completion, and it helps reinforce the feeling I've achieved some of my goals, even on a simple day. One column lists must-do items, calls and texts, emails I need to make, errands I need to run, shopping lists, and the other column lists a few things to do today if I'm able. I have a rough plan for dinner on this list as well. This daily to-do list is started the night before. At least it gives me a sense, false perhaps, of preparedness for the next day. It helps my mind relax at night with confidence that I have a plan for tomorrow. Then I sharpen up all of my plans of attack and details each morning over coffee. I think you can tell that I love lists. Holidays. I learned from my mom to keep lists and notes to myself after hosting big family gatherings. A year is just enough time to forget, So now I keep lists on my computer for each holiday of what worked and what didn't, quantities of how much food to buy, etc. I take notes after each holiday or vacation so that I'm better prepared for the next one. My other rituals are nothing uncommon. I enjoy a late afternoon coffee break and put my feet up or sit outside with my second extra hot cup of coffee before tackling dinner. It is relaxing and recharging. I listen to my favorite podcasts like RHH during household tasks like laundry and dishes to make the time more enjoyable. And I listen to biography audiobooks when I'm alone in the car. Whenever weather allows, in the evenings, I love a neighborhood walk at dusk with 80s music, of course. Nighttime. I've started using the do not disturb feature on my phone overnight. Only applies to those that would not reach me outside of an emergency. I still want to be reachable to the people who need me. I was hesitant to try this by not hearing my phone buzz or see it light up after midnight, but it's been a great move. I'm protective of my time asleep, knowing I need it to help me tackle the new day feeling rested. I'm loving your podcast. All of my best, XO Katie.
Oh, she sounds absolutely delightful.
Katie is delightful.
Yeah. Well, and I think she started out by saying that she was not organized and then proceeded to tell us about all the things she does to stay organized. So I don't know, Katie, I feel like you've got your lists and your planner going on and, I don't know, that sounds pretty organized to me. And now I have to look up Amy Knapp's planners to see what those look like.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes. And this sugar, was it sugar plum paper?
sugar
Yeah,
paper
come on.
from Target. We might have to look for the links for that and
Yeah,
include it
that
in
sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katie. Wow, my gosh. They keep rolling in and this has been amazing again.
Yes, yes, so good. So good. Well, how do you even end that? How do you even top that? And I think we mentioned it on the last episode about joyful rituals. Nobody's pulling out their wallet. I mean, for goodness sakes, maybe for a planner, but like you said, nobody's spending gobs of money. One of your submissions talked about, maybe it was Katie, about her favorite pink mug.
Mm.
Yeah, her Yeti mug. And it's funny because you can see, so I collect the Starbucks mugs that have different cities' names.
Oh,
And on the
awesome.
inside, there are different colors. And it's so funny because my very favorite is the bright, cheerful yellow one. Like if it's in the cupboard, I will always grab that one. And I like the red and the orange, and I have a blue one. But for some reason, I can't drink my coffee out of the green mugs. The green just, that's too much. I don't know what it is. So,
Wait, I have a thought.
mm,
Maybe when you pour your coffee in the green, you can't, is it the same color? So maybe you're not sure where to stop the pour?
oh, I don't know. I don't know what it
Or
is.
is that too
It's
crazy?
the shade of green. I think I'm like, ugh.
All right.
Whatever I drink should not be that shade of green. So I don't know.
Well, yellow sounds great.
The yellow is very cheerful.
And pink? Come
Yes,
on.
right? Exactly.
Yes.
But yeah, something as simple as your favorite mug, like, come on.
Yeah.
The little things, like Katie said, it is the little things. I love
It
that.
is the little things that make the big things for sure.
For
And this has
sure.
been how lucky are we to get people to spend their time to write to us and then we get to share it, hopefully,
Yep.
to the world.
RHH, Redesigning Health and Home, is feeling more and more like a community with every episode. And it's only because of our listeners and our friends and family and the people tuning in. So thank you so very much. And before we wrap up, I'm going to throw this at Meg because I have an idea for a future episode.
Awesome.
And I'm going to put this bug in your ear.
Okay.
So my sister Deb has been talking about how she's been, going to the gym. And last year I was doing really great with my exercise. And it was kind of January I was doing really great and really have fallen off the wagon, and I'm feeling kind of tired and just haven't really found my mojo. I do walk, but it doesn't feel like quite enough. So I would love to share an episode with you or have an episode with you about where to even start. So I don't have a gym terribly close by me. I have some weights and a little bit of equipment at home. And so I would love if you're game for us to chat about where the heck do I even start. I think that would be a fun episode to get your professional opinion on.
My wheels are turning. I'm rubbing my hands together.
I
So
bet.
excited. Well, I will tell you first, before, that would be amazing. I'd love to do that. But you're in a new schedule. Your morning routine has been shaken like a snow globe that you're probably tired because anything new is stimulating I actually read about that decision fatigue.
Yes.
Your brain is learning so much that you will feel physically tired. So
Yes.
give yourself grace about that.
Yes. And that is true. And that is a good point. But I also do really want to get started on, even if it starts something small. And that's where I would love your help, is knowing where to start, because I would love to do some strength training or just getting stronger.
Right.
I think that's a big key for me. And then maybe building up to cardio. I'm not sure. That's why I need your help.
Yeah, let's definitely. We will, on the back end off of recording, we will make up a plan and you can send me questions or whatever, however you want to do it. And we will tackle that. That'd be fun to do with our listeners as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And then just on the flip side, no, on the flip-flop side,
whatever, the flip side,
on the flip side, you can tell me about colors and fluffing pillows and not chopping them.
Right. Where I'm anti pillow chop. So we definitely can talk about that. That would be fun.
That'd be so fun. Okay, beautiful. Wonderful.
Okay, well, thank you so much to all of our listeners who tuned in today. Stay tuned. Please follow us. Give us a little review. Share it with any friends that you think might enjoy our episode. We would super appreciate that. And we look forward to seeing you next Friday.
See you next Friday.
Bye. The topics discussed on Redesigning Health and Home are for entertainment purposes only. We are not physicians and we are not counselors. So please just enjoy this as it's intended to be, which is for entertainment purposes only.
Thanks for listening to the Redesigning Health and Home podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, we would love for you to like, share, and follow along so you can catch us on all future episodes. You can find me, Meg, at Fit, Fed, Feeling Good on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
And you can find me, Kerri, on my website at homestylewithkerri.com and on Instagram and Facebook at homestylewithkerri. That's Kerri. And you can find both of us at Redesigning Health and Home on Instagram and Facebook. So join us next time for more inspiration on creating a home and a lifestyle that truly supports your best health.